How do you know which character to play? Hello, Ghost Hunters! One of the things I love about Project Unknown is that you can choose from 4 different characters and each provide unique benefits to the game and your team. So how do you know which character to choose? Let's take a look at the perks each provide to the game. Starting with Nyx, this character is equipped with a grimoire, which she uses to monitor the ghost aggression and to see threats and allies through the walls. She uses her ability to avoid danger and manage the group's sanity. It's important to note that players can only use their abilities so often, and when pressing the button to activate this ability, if it is on cooldown, this pocket watch will come out and show how much time is left before it is available again. Nyx's ability is one of the more confusing, but it is certainly one of the more useful. These smaller circles indicate the level of the team's sanity. As you can see here, sanity is high and the ghost is not very active. Although here, sanity is low and the ghost is more aggressive. More useful is being able to see the location of ghosts and mini-ghosts. This allows players to identify threats before coming into contact with them. Knowing a mannequin is in the next room or a grabber is laying in wait may mean the difference between a win or a loss. And with the addition of the Mimic, this helps players identify real players versus fake players. For example, in this instance, I thought my teammate was being overly chatty while the ghost was actively hunting.
Do more blobbing, or we can talk a lot. Do more blobbing, or we can talk a lot.
Oh my gosh, do you hear that? But really, this is a Mimic just repeating what my teammate had said earlier. Zay comes with a pet. His ability is centered around Cupcake, who has 2 main functions. This pup can carry an item for Zay, or left on its own, it can search and find cursed items. When doing so, it will bark and bring the item to Zay. It also seems to bark to alert players to nearby threats, but this is an undocumented ability. Zay is a useful character if playing with others who fill other roles. He can quickly find cursed items, and because he can carry 1 extra item with Cupcake, can help set up defenses when needed or can refrain from dropping an item to pick up a cursed item to burn. Eirene uses tarot cards to support herself and a teammate. When drawing cards, she first tosses a card to a teammate if they are nearby, and then draws a card for herself. These cards have a variety of effects including speed, teleportation, a light source, and if a teammate has met an untimely end, a revive. Her cards, for the most part, are positive in nature. The Hanged Man can be a negative if players are teleported into harm's way. Also, when reviving a teammate, it's best to remember that teammates will reappear without any items and will likely have difficulty finding their way to safety. Also, it's best to alert teammates that you are throwing them a card so they do not accidentally use the card before ready, as it will simply appear in their hand. Luther's ability is likely the most clear and easy to use. He recites powerful prayers that can render him and those nearby undetectable by the ghost for a short duration. This allows players to escape the ghost at critical times, but it does not prevent players from dying. If players come in contact with the ghost during this time of safety, they will still die. Just note that the period of safety is visible by this sparkling effect that appears around Luther. If you are not inside this area, then you are not receiving this temporary buff. This does not make players invincible, and once the sparkles have disappeared, this defensive buff is no longer applied. In my experience, it is less useful when using near mini-ghost, so keep that in mind when trying to avoid those ghosts. Overall, when playing solo, I find Luther or Nyx's abilities to be the most useful. In full groups, it's beneficial to try out each character to experience their unique contributions. Some abilities have shorter cooldowns than others. For example, Zay can call Cupcake frequently, while Luther's prayer takes about a minute to recharge. Irene's revival ability can be a game changer, although a Hex doll can also revive a player. Each character brings something valuable to the team. So which of these 4 characters do you think is the most powerful? Do you have a favorite? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future content. Happy hunting!